Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Indigo Diamond here with another video here to talk about the finale of RuPaul's Drag Race UK vs. the World Season 1. Now, it was an interesting episode. Before we get into that, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to the channel, and yeah, leave me a comment down below. Who would you like to see for a second season? So there's a rumour that the next season's going to be like Canada versus the world. So I'm just intrigued to see like queens that people would like to see like appear on these seasons, because there are so many queens that you just would like I would love to see Rita Baga come back. She is definitely one I would like to see come back. There's so many queens, too many queens that I would like to see come back and compete for a chance to win. So episode starts, we get told that the queens are going to have to lip sync against each other to essentially snatch the crown. We've got our top four, and obviously we get all the other queens come back for this episode, which is nice. I always like when they bring back all the other queens. I just wish they would do it for every season, because they don't always do it. And I think it's just nice for the queens to be able to essentially like do one last look and be like, look, this is me at the finale, even if I'm not actually competing at this point. So, how do I want to do this? We will go through the lip syncs first, and then we'll do the looks afterwards. So, the queens got ready for the lip syncs. They went onto the main stage and they did the very, this is the finale thing, this is what we're doing. So they had the wheel, they had the four queens' faces on them. They only used this wheel once because that's all they needed it for. So they spin the wheel, well, Lemon spins the wheel. I like the fact that they gave it to Lemon because she was the first one to like be eliminated, so it was nice to give her something else to do. So she spins the wheel and it lands on Mo. So Mo is the first queen lip syncing. Mo gets to pick who she's going to be lip syncing against. So Mo, being strategic, picks Baga Chipz, the one that pretty much everyone's like, yeah, you're not winning this at this point because it's down to lip syncing. I sat there and went, well, I mean, maybe if it was a comedic song, she'd be able to pull through, but yeah, no, it wasn't. So Mo versus Baga Chipz, they go against each other with Domino by Jessie J. So this song was good. It was clear that Mo was the winner. I love Baga Chipz, lovely queen, a lip syncer she is not. She did very well in the one lip sync she had to do on season 1. I feel like it was more her speed, that song. This song, not so much. Song was a very high energy song, very good for Mo. Mo did very well in it, and yeah, Baga Chipz places 4th, being eliminated in the first lip sync. Now, I completely agree. I think Mo did a fantastic job. I will say Baga Chipz put in the effort. She really tried. It's just she's not really a lip syncer, and that's okay. You know, you can be very successful at drag and not do so well in Drag Race. You can be a fantastic queen and you don't need to necessarily be able to lip sync. I mean, hey, go get Baga Chipz something like Queen of the Universe. You know, it's a singing competition. So, second lip sync of the night is Blu Hydrangea versus Jujubee. Now, the song choice for this, it was a Duran Duran song. It was Reflex, I think. Worst thing is I'm trying to remember what the last song was and I can't remember for the life of me. So, Reflex, as soon as the song choice got announced, I sat there and went, they're going to put this for Blu, aren't they? Now, I will say, not 100% sure I agree with who won this lip sync. Now, Blu obviously won this lip sync. She goes through to the next round, well, the final round. I think I would have picked Jujubee, actually. I love Blu, and I, think what happened in the rest of the episode was very well deserving. I love Jujubee, and yes, Jujubee's not been doing the best this competition. She did well last week. She's done well this week. I felt Jujubee's lip syncing matched the song better. Blue's for me was just a bit messy, a bit over the top, and not in a good way for the song, which is why I would have picked Jujubee. But you know, I suppose then it would have been an American finale, and I don't know, maybe they wanted it to be an American queen and a UK queen. I don't know. So yes, Jujubee gets eliminated in the second lip sync, which means Jujubee once again finishes in third place. Can't be mad. Jujubee did the best she could. You know, it is what it is. Will she be back again? Who knows? She has said this is probably her last time competing, but you know, when RuPaul calls you, you answer. So who knows? If RuPaul calls her in future, maybe she'll pick up and go, yeah, okay, I'll come then. Final lip sync of the night was Mo versus Blu. It was a Kylie Minogue song, I remember that much. But I think it was like one of her like newer songs rather than the old ones. And I can't remember what the song was called. Oh well, it's a good song. The lip sync itself I thought was fine. I honestly thought it could have gone either way, so I'm not mad with the outcome. Our winner for UK vs. the World Season 1 is Blu Hydrangea. Insert picture on this side. This side, I always get confused. Of Blu holding up the scepter. Now, I think Blu is a great queen to have as a winner of UK vs. the World Season 1. Honestly, I think all four of them had their good qualities that would have made them great for the winner. Blu obviously being part of the UK but also from Ireland, so you know she's got that extra connection there where she's kind of representing more than just one place. But I think Blu's done a fantastic job this season. I think she's really come into her own. I feel like she's just seems more confident this season than she did when she first came in on season 1 of UK. So yeah, I think Blu did an amazing job. I think any one of these four would have been fantastic for reigning. We had a lot of nice moments this week. We had a few shady moments. All the eliminated queens came back, obviously, and we had a moment in the workroom where you essentially had a load of talking between Blu, Pangina, and Jimbo. And they were all sat in different locations, so you had to kind of keep the queens were like constantly like moving their head to talk to focus on each of them. They talked about how Pangina said that Blu told her that she wasn't going to eliminate her. Blu turned around and went, "That's not what I said." And then they played the clip of Blu saying, "I don't want to pick your lipstick, but I can't. I have to tell you it's tempting." And like, yeah, she never said that she wasn't going to eliminate her. In that, I will say, that is what was filmed, that is what was shown. Whether there was another instance like that they didn't show at that point, where Blu did say that she wasn't going to eliminate her, I don't know, I'm just going by what was on the TV. Which was that, she didn't say that she wasn't going to eliminate her. They'd said to Pangina about how obviously she was very emotional, and she's like, "No, it was fine." And she's saying about that's how we got to the topic of Blu's, well, Pangina saying Blu said she wasn't going to eliminate her. She was saying about how, you know, she'd been doing well throughout the competition. She didn't think she was the worst that episode. And yeah, to be eliminated, it was just a bit of a shock all at once. Jimbo was very, very shady boots. Saying all these like mean things about Pangina. It's like, but I've let it go. And you're like, don't know if you have, but it was entertaining to watch. I enjoyed watching it. So yeah, it was quite funny watching all of that. We had some really nice moments on the main stage. Baga saying about how, you know, in season 1 she didn't feel like she was good enough, and now she does feel like she's good enough to do this sort of thing. You know, she's very much the sort of person where if you're feeling down, she wants to make you laugh. She wants to make you feel better with the much better. and all that sort of thing. And yeah, you know, I very much get that. I hate seeing people feeling down, so I have this really awful habit of trying to make people laugh or trying to change the subject to brighten the mood whenever anyone's feeling down around me. So I completely get that. I must admit, for me, I feel like it comes across really awkward when I do it. But I completely get where she's coming from with that. It is a nice trait to have because obviously it shows that you know, you want to make people feel better. You don't want them to feel bad. And yeah, I do get that a lot from Baga. You know, she doesn't like people to feel bad. She likes people to feel happy. Was really nice. We got a nice moment from Jujubee where she kind of explained what had been happening throughout the competition. She was saying about how, like, just before she left to come to the competition, she'd seen a picture of her mum that had left her and her sisters when she was when they were younger, and that sort of brought back all these hurt feelings. But now she feels loved. She feels like she's got a family, which is all her drag sisters and everything like that, which was really nice. Blu talking about the fact that it's like with her outfit, which I'll get onto in a minute, it was like she's hoping for peace throughout, like, just in general. I mean, you know, everyone wants peace. They weren't to know what was happening because this was filmed last year, and obviously the whole Russia-Ukraine thing's happening now. But, you know, I feel like it was perfect timing with that, really, wasn't it? Where, you know, Blu's hoping for peace and the whole Russia-Ukraine thing, where it's like, just stay in your land. Stay in your land. Don't bother with anyone else. Just get on with your stuff and just leave everyone else to their own stuff. So that was really nice. We had Mo talking about how she feels like this time, you know, she finally has the love and approval of her mother, which she didn't have the last two times. And this time she feels like she knows as soon as her mum sees this, she's going to be supportive. She's going to be rooting for her the entire way, which she didn't have beforehand. And she got very emotional on the stage. It was very sweet to see because I feel like this season we really have got Mo Heart from her. You know, it did almost feel like she would only let us in like a certain amount in the previous seasons, and this season it's almost like she's just opened up the cage, taken the heart out and gone, this is it. Look, this is it. This is me. So, you know, that was really nice to see. It's same with Baga, you know, it was nice to get, as much as we didn't get a massive amount of like heart from Baga, we got more than we did previously. And it was really nice to see that. And, you know, I'm hoping it's something she shows more of going forward. So, yeah. Mo has also stated that this is probably her last time competing. But she did also state that that's what she said last time. So, again, it is one of those things. I would like to see, if her and Jujubee do come back again, I would maybe like to give it a while. I'm thinking sort of like Ginger came back for All Stars 6. Last time she was on was like All Stars 2, so she had that time. She had a bit of time in between. Obviously, like for Mo and Jujubee especially, she's not had that much time. Mo's had a bit longer than Jujubee, but still. So, you know, it'd be nice to give them more time to rest if they are going to come back again in future, and maybe also just gives the spotlight to some other queens that maybe you could either do with more recognition or just, you know, haven't been around on like the TV for a while or something. So, you know, I would love to see Katia interact with international queens. I think that would be fun. I don't think she'd do it. Maybe she would, I don't know. But I think that would be really fun. Let's get into looks because I feel like I'm just rambling on at this point and I'll be rambling on forever otherwise. So, alphabetical order, we'll start off with Baga Chipz. I liked the dress. I do feel like the dress was a much better finale look for her than her season 1 one was. I didn't like the shoes just because the dress was black and the shoes were like bright silver. I kind of maybe would have liked a darker shoe. I like the idea of the headpiece. It was sort of like a sea urchin sort of thing. I will say though, for me, I don't feel like it went with the rest of the outfit. But I do appreciate that the outfit as a whole was very elevated for Baga Chipz, and I do really appreciate that she clearly put a lot of effort into it. Up next, we've got Blue. Blue came in blue, which was really nice. And this is the bit I was saying I'd come back to earlier with the piece thing. So she had a dove on her chest and dove on her back, and the dove in its beak was carrying like the Union Jack flag and the Irish flag. Just a sort of thing where they've obviously not had the smoothest relationship in the past, but she's hoping obviously we can keep moving forward and get to a place of pure peace moving forward. Up next, we've got Cheryl Hull, who came in this lovely red dress. She had different plants representing like different places, so like England, Scotland, Ireland, that sort of thing, which was really nice. It was a nice way to sort of celebrate the UK, which is who she was representing, so that was really nice. And the red just looks really good on her, honestly. I think red is definitely her colour. Red and pink, she does look really good in pink as well. Up next, we've got Janie, who came in this sort of like, almost like sky inspired. So she had the blue dress, she had I can't remember what flowers they were, but she had flowers all along the bottom of her dress. And her hair was supposed to be like a cloud. It was really nice. She had the sun on her chest as well. Very pretty. Up next, we've got Jimbo, who came back in a very dark look. And Jimbo was saying this was supposed to be like all things Canada. So it was like maple with like the maple leaves and a moose combined sort of thing. It was nice. It's quite simple for Jimbo. I don't know. I was maybe expecting something bigger and kind of like but no, I did really like it. I thought it was a really good look. Up next, we've got Jujubee, who looked absolutely gorgeous in this red dress. I know some people might have had a bit of problem with the first poof being more around her waist. Honestly, it really doesn't bother me that much. I still think it looks fine. I think she looked absolutely amazing. Again, one of the best she's looked this season. She really did save the best two looks till last, so I mean, it makes sense. Up next, we've got Lemon, who very much went, I'm from Canada, with the maple leaf that spread out behind her. It was a really good look. It was very cute for Lemon. I thought it was really pretty. Pretty. Use all my all the letters that were in that word. Pretty, not pretty. Up next, we have Mo Hart, who came with this gorgeous orange. It looks beautiful on her. Again, Mo just showing that she really knows how to style herself this season. And finally, we have Pangina Hills, who came in this very Elizabeth the... Is it Elizabeth the First? It's one of the Elizabeths. Elizabeth the First or Elizabeth the Second? Inspired look. I like this look. I thought it looked amazing on her with the the ginger hair, the white face. My only thing, sorry, is because it's like slightly I've got my chair sat right in front of it. I should have really moved my chair around the other way. So I just peeking up to look at Pangina's picture. My only problem is, so she had the big bit at the bottom, but I kind of wanted to be like something underneath it. Like I really wanted it to be like a gown rather than like a bodysuit with almost like a tutu. Only critique I had about that, it was really stunning. It's just that's what I would have liked. Personal opinion. We're all allowed them. So, yeah, those are all the looks. This has been the first season of UK versus the World. As I said, I've heard rumours that the second season is going to be Canada versus the World. Maybe we should just call this the Versus the World series. Rather than, because like if they do Canada versus the World, it's like, is that season 1 of Canada versus the World, or is that season 2 of the Versus the World franchise? I feel like it should be that, because otherwise it's going to get really confusing. Because then it's like, well, if you won UK versus the World, you're Queen of the World, and obviously if you win Canada versus the World, you'd be Queen of the World. So it would just seem a bit weird to have that as 2 separate seasons of like season ones of a franchise rather than a season 1 and season 2. I don't know. Just my thoughts. That is it. I thought it was a really good season. I thought it was great seeing all these different queens, and especially considering America has an All-Stars franchise. So far, none of the other franchises have had All-Stars seasons. So it was kind of nice to just bring them all together and just be like, yes, go at it, see what happens. Great mix of queens. I'm excited to see more of this and what these queens bring, who they bring into the future seasons, what they're going to do, what the challenges will be. I'm hoping, again, same with all these sorts of things, that in future maybe we'll get a longer season. Because, I mean, I know first season, 9 queens, you know, it's the first season. They wanted to test the waters, check that everyone was going to enjoy it sort of thing. I say, no need to fear. Go in, you know, great cast, long season, like you would a normal season. I mean, it took up to, All-Star 6 for us to get, like, a decent-sized cast. But, yeah, no, I say just go in, go whole hog. We want more. We are greedy. We want Drag Race all the time. But please not all on the same day, because then I end up having to do loads of videos on the same day, and that takes a lot of effort. There's a reason I've now split it up. I mean, I don't have to worry about it now. Now I'm only going to have to do them on blooming Sundays with season 14. But yes, leave me a comment down below. Who would you like to see for a future season? Any franchise, you know, because next time they'll be able to do like Down Under. They can do probably like Italia, España, all these other franchises. They should be able to just pick in. So yeah, leave me your comments down below. Who would you like to see for future franchises of, well, who would you like to see enter from different franchises into a Versus the World season? While you're down there, hit that subscribe button, like the video, and I will see you lovely people next time. See ya!